And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Jackson now. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
To throw again is Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention.
They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a some more touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Got 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he stopped immediately there. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mayfield now. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Hurry! 180! Right there!
Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Buccaneers field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
180.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
10 at the 31-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Watch him do it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry. 20. Stop.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 51 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Real. 20.
Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 46 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10.
Buccaneers 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
30-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Jackson. Open man downfield is Johnson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield on play action. Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. This one caught downfield by Evans. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I'd say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Stop.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Stop.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's Jackson to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
34-yard line.
Jackson now. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yaya Diaby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Good for a Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 44.
Mayfield down. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that part, that went quite well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So no gain on the play. And it brings out 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
180. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Jackson. And Walker has it.
Jackson's pass. Complete from Tez Walker. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Zay Flowers
come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Got it done. The career is more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's baby. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
That's me, apartment, get it live. Try to run back, they popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of you. Shot on your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go.